Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. And I am your host, Conrad Cushman, and we are here today with a review of Smackdown Live. Thank you so much for joining us, folks. Do me a favor and make sure that you guys are in the conversation, in the chat section. We will be reading your comments. Saw the last 5 minutes, huh, Rob? Look at that. I'm already in the chat. Good show. Yeah, we'll talk about that, fan. What's going on, Eric? So, we're going to review SmackDown Live, talk about whatever else you guys want to talk about, then we're going to get up out of here. We're going to enjoy this stuff. We'll have a podcast dropping tomorrow, so make sure you check the description box if you guys want to join the podcast. All you got to do is find us on Spotify, Anchor, wherever you guys like to listen to your podcast, iTunes, Apple Podcasts. Click subscribe and you'll never miss out on an episode. So make sure you guys do that. Anywho, we also have some t-shirts for sale. I forgot to plug my t-shirts yesterday. We have t-shirts right now up on tpublic.com/user/EPW. We got two cool designs right now, the basic Everything Pro Wrestling design, and we also have the EPF&W, a play off the old ECW shirts. So make sure you guys check them out. You can get those on notebooks, pillows, phone cases, t-shirts, whatever you want them on, guys. Pick any color you want. You can customize it the way you want it to look. So let me know what you think. If you get one, send me a picture, send me a tweet, something, and I'll make sure I share it, interact with you, because I appreciate anybody who gives back to Everything Pro Wrestling, and I want you to get something for it. Oh yeah, we're going to get into that, Eric. That's probably going to be the first thing I talk about on this show. And also, if you guys are in the live chat, do me a favor, click that like button. Helps out the video, make sure more people see it. And if you guys are watching this after the fact, make sure that you guys comment down in the comment section down below. I will interact with you. I had 2 comments on yesterday's Raw video. So shout out to my man Smalley Biggs. Hopefully you did good on your exams, brother. Greatly appreciate you commenting on the video afterwards, giving your thoughts on Raw real quick. And let's get into the show, guys. Connor, what's up? Also, you know what, guys? I forgot to mention this, too, before we get into it. If you guys have friends who are on YouTube, like pro wrestling, send them over to Everything Pro Wrestling. I need more people in the group. I need more positive people. I need people who are going to produce that positive energy, talk about pro wrestling. So if you guys know people, send them over my way. Tell them to subscribe to me on YouTube. I want to talk to them. Just trying to do my best here. But let's get into this episode of SmackDown. We start off SmackDown with the usual garbage. Shane McMahon opens up the show. And, hey, what's going on, DP King? What's going on? Yeah, rest in peace to the fan, man, who passed away. I guess we'll talk about that now before we get into the show. A fan passed away, I guess, during the show. Jesus put up a video in the Everything Pro Wrestling Facebook group where the paramedics came over to the side and escorted the fan out. So rest in peace to him, man. That's, you know, I never want to see someone pass away like that. That sucks, but I don't know. That's all I could say about that. So, you know what? We'll dedicate this show to that fan's memory. You know, if you loved wrestling, you know what the dedications are about. So, rest in peace, man. Shane McMahon opens up the show with talking, and he talks about how could someone hit his father, and he's talking about Roman Reigns. He said, what kind of man hits another person's father? That made me laugh when he said that, because it just reminded you of Shane attacking Miz's father before WrestleMania. But they come out with the same old 20-minute promos. Live chat. Eric brought it up before. Are you guys sick and tired of the freaking 20-minute promo openers? Like, we've been seeing this since, I don't know, like the Attitude Era. Even little pre-Attitude Era. They always open up Monday Night Raw the same way. Let's start it off with a good, like, cruiserweight match or a good regular match sometimes. We don't have to have the opening be a 20-minute promo every single time. That happens, though, and then Roman Reigns comes out. Shane demands that he comes out. Roman gets in the ring, and then it's a trap. It's a trap. I wish I had the little gif of the alien dude to come up. and Elias comes out. They basically beat down Roman Reigns. Roman did try to fight back a little bit. The fans were actually on Roman's side here in Nebraska, so I was very surprised to see that. And lo and behold, Roman ends up taking the beat down though. Elias hits him with the drift away, and that ends the segment. Not too much to it. Roman got beat down. For everyone who always says, Roman always dominates people and stuff, he took the beat down this time again. So, and it looks like Roman Reigns is not going to be in the Money in the Bank. We'll talk about that a little bit more throughout this show. We get to the first match. Finn Balor versus Andrade. Hey, I couldn't complain. From that match they had on Monday Night Raw, super dope. Couldn't complain about it. Tonight, little less time. Not as good as the Raw match, but they still got the point across for what they wanted to. A mistimed interference from Zelina Vega ended up costing Andrade the match as she went to do a crossbody on the Finn. Andrade catches her. He sets her down, but then he eats a shotgun drop kick into the corner. Coup de grace. 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor is your victor for this one. Intercontinental Champ retains. Connor says he is tired of the promos. Eric says no, not in the Attitude Era, more like late 2005-06. Oh no, the Attitude Era had it too, trust me. I remember Triple H coming out there every week. Yeah, why this match was so good, continuation, but they got their story told tonight. Yes they did. Then we have Elias backstage after all of this. Elias sings his challenge to Roman Reigns. So he challenges Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank. Will Roman accept? I think we all know the answer to that already, but Elias sung his challenge. I think Elias is doing pretty well so far on SmackDown. They partnered him up with Shane. I think he's going to be a bigger star here. It's apparent to me that someone likes Elias backstage. I don't know if Elias is better off as a heel or a babyface, but we'll see what he does here. We get to match number 2. Kairi Sane versus Peyton Royce. Oh, man. Can I just say something? The Iconics. Iconic? They suck. Have they won a match since WrestleMania? Chat, please, somebody, let me know. Let me know. No, Roman Reigns is not heel, Connor. Kairi Sane versus Peyton Royce happens. The Iconics, I want to say they have not won a match on television since WrestleMania. This was a short and sweet match once again. Kairi Sane winds up hitting the insane elbow. Peyton Royce came out and talked her mess. The Iconics, once again, I don't know. I found them annoying on the microphone. Not as bad as yesterday. On Raw, they were insufferable. Like, that was bad. But today was better. Decent match between these two. I mean, they tried to do something in there, but it was short. I feel like they're having like the old Divas matches again. Like, short, sweet, done, you're out. Kairi Sane gets the win. Makes her team look strong, and it looks like Kairi Sane and Asuka as a tag team are going to be feuding with Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. I like it. And let me say, when Mandy Rose came out, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, you know, oh yeah. Aleister Black promo. We got a weird Aleister Black promo. So he gets backstage and he sits in a chair. He's got all black on. And he's just very mysterious and talking about suffering and stuff. I don't know if you guys felt this, but I got like heelish vibes kind of from him. They suck, period. Thank you, Sean. Don't think so. Eric put snoring. Nope. Zayn is going to be a good women's champion. I don't know if she's going to... We'll see what happens with that. Calling it now. Crowd is going to crap on Elias versus Roman at Money in the Bank like they did with Jinder Roman last year. Why do they have the tag titles if they have lost every... Yeah, I don't know, Connor. There are only 2 teams. Mandy and Sonya are smoking, Jesus says. DP says, what's the point of putting the tag titles on the Iconics in the first place? DP, I've been saying it since WrestleMania, bro. People think I'm crazy. There's a lot of people who like the Iconics, trust me. Like Aleister Black promo, digging into his Tommy gun. Yes. I wouldn't be surprised if Vince wants Black as a heel. Black as a heel could work, though, I think, guys. I don't know. I wouldn't do it right now, but I think eventually you could. Too many heels better not turn black. Yeah, Roman and them are gonna need buddies. Roman got beat up and nobody came out to save him. No baby faces liked him. I made a joke saying that the Shield final chapter already happened, but Alistair cuts a basic promo just to get some stuff with him. Um, let's get to the next match. We are announced to see Jinder Mahal versus Chad Gable. Now, if you guys know, I'm a huge Chad Gable fan. I really think this dude, he came out number one. He looked diesel. He looked ready to go in the ring. And he gets beat down by Lars Sullivan during his entrance. Lars Sullivan gets in there as Jinder Mahal sacrifices the Singh brothers as he usually does. They get slammed and pounded. And then R-Truth comes out, only to feel the same wrath that we've seen. He gets a couple licks in, and then Lars Sullivan beats him down. Dud. I don't know. I'm not feeling Lars Sullivan right now either in this role. I think too much time passed from them originally announcing him to now, because now I'm not interested as much. I don't know. Eric says we need faces right now. If they're going to do a heel turn, they might as well have kept him with Ricochet and had him and Ricochet butt heads. Maybe Daniel will turn back babyface. I love Gable. I hope Daniel Bryan's okay, actually. Gable needs something, a major reboot in his career. Gable's gonna be fine. They just need to give him a chance, I think. Jinder Man Smackdown Live got screwed in the trade. Yeah. Sullivan had health issues. That's why I agree with you on him, though. Okay. Good, chat. I like it. All right. Let's get into Roman's backstage after this. Roman accepts Elias's challenge. There really wasn't too much to this show tonight. Very basic, formulaic, going through the steps to get things done. So Roman Reigns accepts the Money in the Bank challenge. We then find out that Alexa Bliss is going to be revealing on Monday Night Raw everyone who's in the Money in the Bank for the men's and women's contest. Why does Alexa Bliss get to do this? Whatever. I mean, I don't care, but at the same time, hopefully we get some interesting people in there who could actually use Money in the Bank. I still haven't even decided who I think will win it this year. Very tough picks this year for who's going to win. And if Roman's not in it, that's not bad. You know what I mean? It's going to give us someone unexpected to win the men's, I think. Bayley, very predictable outcomes. Yeah, that's true. Becky and Charlotte face off now. And this is like the millionth time that we got to see Becky and Charlotte face off, as you can see from the look on my face doing this. I believe they have fought at least 8 times at this point. I think. It was a lot. They come out, they go back and forth trading barbs about, I was the women's champion before, and, the usual stuff. And eventually, Becky says that she's going to defend both belts. She's already got a match with Lacey Evans at Money in the Bank, and Charlotte wants to challenge her next. Well, here comes Bayley. Bayley comes out, and the fans were at first still reacting to Bayley kind of like, and I still think it's because of all the stuff with Sasha and the internet. I just couldn't believe it. But there were a group of fans in the front when Bayley was coming up the steps to get into the ring. They were chanting, Bayley, and it got some people behind her. Bayley gets in the ring, and Bayley showed some fire tonight. I like it. The ponytail might have been too tight. She was in the ring letting them know. She got in there and basically said what she had to say, got on the mic, dropped the mic, and she was ready to fight Charlotte. There was an interesting WWE stat up about it. I believe that they've had 15 matches. Charlotte's won 8, Bayley's won 7, if I'm not mistaken. If not, it was something close like that. I retweeted it on Twitter. Follow me down below at EPW Show. But check that out. Interesting account because they tweet all these weird stats. And could Bayley tie it up? And you know what? Something in my heart told me Bayley might be able to pull this off as a shock victory. Oh boy, how foolish I am, though, right? Lacey, I'll have to say it since original Biggie's not in the chat right now. The harlot. What is going on here? Okay. Eric wrote kick ass and they wanted to censor it. Becky double duty on Money in the Bank. Yes, Charlotte ends up picking up the victory from a spear. I don't know if Bayley was really hurt in the match. Did you guys see the moonsault attempt? And she landed on Bayley's leg. Ooh, I felt the pain there. But Decent match. Charlotte wins with the spear. I thought this match and the where is it? Finn Balor and Andrade opening match were the two best matches on the show. Equal, I would say. They would be like co-best matches of the night. They did their thing though, and Charlotte is going to be facing Becky Lynch. So Becky Lynch is defending the Raw Women's title against Lacey Evans and the SmackDown Women's title against Charlotte. Live chat. Survey time. Is Becky Lynch losing both titles at Money in the Bank? I don't see her walking away with both of them. You've got a briefcase floating and two opponents. I just don't see her leaving with both. I think they're going to separate these titles. What do you guys think? Original Biggie. I see you in the chat now. I had to say the harlot for you because you weren't here. We were talking about Lacey Evans and how everything else is happening. Hell no, Becky is going to leave with both. I don't know, Eric. I don't see it. I don't see it happening, bro. I'm just going to be honest with you. That's something WWE would do, to be honest. I see you, Biggie. I'm just getting everyone's thought. She lost the SmackDown title. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. She's got to lose one of those belts, I feel like, in WWE's booking-wise. I'd rather them do a merger of the belt of sorts and then have the man defend them on both shows. Perhaps they will eventually. I don't know. Seeing a cash-in coming. All right, DP. Yeah, I can't wait till we talk about the preview for that because it's going to be interesting to see who everyone thinks is going to win. Doubt she will lose both, but I think they should give her at least one pay-per-view with both belts. I don't see them cashing in the same night. They did that last week. I think you meant last year. But yeah, maybe they did, but who knows? Who knows with this company? We'll have to wait and see, guys, on if Becky can make it out with both belts. Becky, 2 belts, looks like she's in trouble at Money in the Bank. Yeah, I just went an undisputed title. Yeah, I can see that. You're good, Sean. I know what you meant, though. And let's get to this Firefly promo again. Now, I rewatched it this time more so for what was going on and stuff in the background. So, first thing I noticed in this one was the witch's name is not Abigail. It's like, I don't know if she said Patty, Penelope, I don't know. But it's not Abigail, like someone else thought they said. I think Ryan Satin said he thought it was Abigail. The gloves. So one glove says hurt, the other one says heal that he's wearing on his hands. And he talked to the glove. The glove talked to him that said hurt. That was before he cut himself with the chainsaw, the cardboard cutout, I should say. Hold on, this is still a PG show. I forgot. He uses a chainsaw to cut the cardboard version of himself. I don't know if live chat's feeling this more. We had a day to sleep on it. Is the Bray Wyatt stuff more intriguing now than it was before? Ruby Riott will win this year's Money in the Bank. I like Ruby as a choice, King. Maybe they will give it to Bayley and tease a heel turn. I like that too, Sean. Those are probably my two. And possibly Ember Moon would be another person I would pick. Or Mandy. There are a few subliminal messages. What do you got, Sean? Tell me what you're thinking here, guys. I was loving Saxon's reaction. Part of me was tripping. The other part of me is warm and fuzzy. Still find it boring, Jesus says. Sean says he's giving it a chance. Good idea, Sean. Like it too. Yeah, I thought that it wasn't too bad. Like this, it's growing on me. And I think they could do something with multiple personalities. There's a bunch of stuff they could do with this creative team. Don't mess this up, please. We know you usually do. You did the right thing though with Kofi, so I'm having a little bit of hope. I don't trust you still. I don't trust you, but I got hope. So we'll see where this Bray Wyatt thing goes. Bray Wyatt with Eric Young and Nikki Cross. King, I was thinking the exact same thing in my notes here. These guys don't have anything to do. They've been teasing them going somewhere. We'll see where they go. I mean, they showed it on Raw and SmackDown, so maybe Bray hasn't really declared which brand he's on either. WWE creative would listen. Yeah, good luck with that, Eric. There's only one man they listen to, Mr. McMahon. He signs the checks. All right, guys, let's get into this main event. Main event had Kofi Kingston taking on Shinsuke Nakamura dressed up as Carmen Sandiego. He came up with this big red leather jacket on, and all I could think of is where in the world is Carmen San Diego? If you guys don't know the show I'm talking about, I'm old. Look it up. Great show, actually. I accepted it more than Ivar and Eric. That is so true, Sean. I still hate that name. Oh, I hope no Dallas would be better. Believe that. Watched it multiple times. Let's hope creative team doesn't screw it up. I agree, DP. I saw this coming at the end, just not tonight. And what did they do to Nakamura? Nakamura. So here's the weird part, guys. Quick thoughts about this stuff in ring. Nakamura seems so much more like lackluster than he normally is. I feel like he's just going through the motions at this point. They're not motivating him. They need to figure out how to get this guy back into what he wants to do. He's main eventing, but he needs to feel important. Nakamura is someone who I think could benefit from potentially a little break, but Rusev kind of needs him at this point too. So very tough to say. In the end, though, Kofi Kingston ends up winning by DQ upon Rusev interfering. Kevin Owens, aka the Big O, jumps in and makes the save along with Xavier Woods. They're out there battling. And then out of nowhere, Kevin Owens turns on Kofi Kingston and knocks him out. I couldn't believe it. Like, that was a good heel turn. I turned my back for a second, and all of a sudden they said, "Oh God, Kevin!" And I looked back and I was like, "Dude, what happened?" Yeah, just damn. Kevin Owens got him good. But I like the intensity. Kevin Owens as a heel, that man is meant to be a heel. It felt weird for him being a babyface for a month. Let him go back to rocking it how he was. Nakamura and NXT over Monday Night Raw, I think, or Mr. Nakamura. Main roster, excuse me, Jesus, sorry. Remember when Nakamura and Rusev were over? Yeah, sad. Sean says, to me, Bray seems to be using the Bo Dallas positive gimmick, which is why I feel like he may be involved with the Bray stuff. Good call, WWE turning on Owens. Shout out to UDP for that. That turn was too soon and not smart. Jesus, please explain more. I thought they'd do that turn next week. Laughing my ass off. I knew this was coming. Think about it. NXT debut, what he did to Sammy. That's true, too. But Kevin Owens looks like he's going to be the next number one contender for the WWE Championship. I liked when he got in Kofi's face and he said, "I hope you and your kids enjoyed this." And he's putting the WWE title in Kofi's face during that time. And Kofi started to fight back and the people got behind him. I think there's something here with Kofi Kingston. I don't think this is going to be a one and done championship reign. I think you really need to let him rock out on this. It's Kofi's time. I feel like it is. But once again, that Money in the Bank briefcase is going to be looming. And then on the other hand, though, what is Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev going to be doing? Just keep Owens and Sammy away from each other. I think they're good on that this time, Rob. I think Sammy's on Raw for good and Kevin Owens is going to be on SmackDown. Eric says KO needs to do the job and put Kofi over and let Kofi have a legitimate run at least until SummerSlam to see how he does. I'm with that. I think they rushed the heel turn because of Bryan's absence. Yeah, that could be true too, Sean. I hope Daniel Bryan's okay, man, because I don't want him to have any concussion issues. Rob is right about that one. Gentlemen, ladies, anybody who is watching this, do me a favor. Make sure you click the like button. And if it's after the fact, leave a comment down below. We will have a podcast dropping at some point tomorrow. And yeah, make sure you guys check out Brainbuster Radio as well. Links for that, just type in Brainbuster Radio. And that's Busta instead of So Brainbuster. See the image down below there. And you guys can have some questions. One question, who thinks Grave is boring on the mic? I don't hate Corey Graves. I don't think he's as good as his NXT days on the microphone, but I don't mind him. Do you do live chat for NXT? Not currently, I don't, because people can watch NXT on demand, and I don't want to be the guy who spoiled NXT for somebody or whatever else is going on. And I do a podcast on Wednesdays, so I would rather have you guys check out the podcast as well. I catch up with all my NXT stuff when I do my previews for the takeovers. Shut up, Saxton gets me every time. Graves is a WWE. I think it's supposed to be shill. Main roster commentary is garbage. This is facts. Mauro Ranallo's the best to me throughout WWE. If you had to ask me who's the best announcer, he should be the main guy. Graves has gotten too boring, annoying. It sounds like he's going through puberty weekly when Rose and Bliss are coming out. That's his job, though, as a heel. I think the problem with Graves is he is used over. Oh, yeah, being on both shows does overexpose him a little bit. I agree with that, Sean. Graves is a shill and more corporate. Morrow is the best anywhere. Big facts, guys. Oh, Ronaldo and McGuinness are gold. Yes, I like that squad. No more Riot Squad. No, King, they're gone. Riot Squad is broken up. But, guys, before we get out of here, let's give some shout-outs to everybody who joined. Shout-out to my man Eric Brennan. My man Rob the Mod. I appreciate you, Rob. Connor, live wrestling reactions was in here. King, I appreciate you, brother. DP, Jesus De Leon. Thank you guys for coming in here, talking. Sean Harrington. Let me see if anyone else snuck in here. Original Biggie, he came in as well. Looking to see if we had anyone else. I don't believe so. That looks like it was it. I appreciate you guys checking out this SmackDown review. I know it wasn't really long and there wasn't a lot of depth to it, but this show didn't have any depth to it. It was kind of just bleh. So hopefully they can continue to put on some interesting shows so that you guys want to see them and we could talk about them afterwards. I'm hyped for Friday. Avengers Endgame. Yes, sir. Later, always pleasure speaking with everyone here. Sean, thank you guys. I should have up maybe some live streams this weekend. Come in there. We talk about anything and everything that you guys want to talk about. It could be wrestling, not wrestling. Also, once again, check out the description if you guys want to listen to the podcast and stuff. They're short podcasts, usually from an hour long at the max to an hour and a half. Check them out. You guys will really enjoy them. In-depth conversations about things. And we're out, guys. Thank you for supporting Everything Pro Wrestling. Make sure you guys get a t-shirt in the link below. Check out all the links. I'm out. I love you guys. Peace.